Hello, welcome to BC Tigers online training. This is an introductory class to teach you your stances, your guard, your foot positioning, how to make a correct fist, all the little bits of basics that you will need to be able to succeed through the rest of your martial arts training. My name is Liam Harmit and I am your instructor. I'm very looking forward to seeing you progress through your belts and achieving really high levels. Now, before we start any training, usually we would do a warm-up. In this session today, you will not have to do a warm-up because it's standing still and just being in certain positions. But on all of your beginner sections, you will do a warm-up before partaking in any class, which will be included in the beginner section for you. All right, so when you click on a technique, it will include a warm-up and then you can go through. Today, as I say, you won't need one. What you will need though, anytime you do any sessions, is to make sure that your surrounding area is safe. You're wearing clothes that are suitable, so something that's not going to be too restrictive, something that maybe wicks a little bit of sweat, so when you get in the body nice and hot, you're not going to be all the time. Yeah? So before you do any session, please make sure you've got water available. Make sure you may need a towel if you want to wipe your sweat. Make sure you've done your warm-up and a cool down at the end if needed. And also suitable clothing and enough space up, down, left, right, forward, back on the floor. It's safe for you to partake in the class. That is your responsibility to make sure you stay safe. So please, please, please look after yourself when you're doing this, and obviously the people and objects around you. Good. Right, so the first thing that you need to do is learn how to make a correct fist. When you make an incorrect fist and strike a target, this is when we see things like broken knuckles or injured wrists and so on. So from the very start, you need to know how to make a correct fist. So what I want you to do is take your hand up like this. You can do both hands at the same time or one at a time, I don't mind. Now, first step, the first set of knuckles here at the top, I want you to bend those down. Good. After you've bent that first set of knuckles down, bend the second ones down. Excellent. And then the thumb is going to wrap around the first set of knuckles. Not up here on the top, the first set of knuckles there. So there is your fist. Now your striking area is on the top here. Not these knuckles, on the top. And as we punch, we want a straight line. If there's any bend in your wrist in any direction, that is when we end up with injuries. So just to recap, hand up, close the first set of knuckles, close the second set, thumb round. Striking point is the top of the knuckles, usually aiming for the first two here. And when we strike, we make sure that along the wrist is a straight line so as not to bend and cause any damage. Well done. Practice that on both hands. Make sure that you got that really tight when you're striking and make sure it feels comfortable. Right, your next stage is your stance. Your stance and your guard, because they really come together. Right, so what I want you to do, get your left leg and step it forward. Don't bring it across or in and out, just straight forward. So imagine you've got your feet in a very natural, relaxed position. You get your left leg and take a step forward. Now if you look down at my feet, I'm going to take a step back just in case you can't see. If you look down at my feet, my back leg is slightly pointing out and my front foot is pointing forward. My shoulders are slightly rotated and my hips are rotated. So I'm in a very natural position. Knees are very soft, but I'm not bending them, they're just relaxed. My whole body's relaxed. So that is the start of our left stance. The next bit that we need to add on to that is to bring the guard up. So the left hand that goes with the front leg comes up in front in a tight fist. The right hand comes up onto the chin and the elbow gets tucked. Now this is our full left fighting stance. Brilliant. So let's walk through that again. From a normal position, we're going to step the left leg straight forward one step. The back leg slightly twists out. The next stage is to bring the hands up. Front arm up, rear hand up, tight fists on both, rear hand onto the chin, elbow tucked down. Brilliant. Let's do that again. We can do it 2 more times and then we're going to move on to the right fighting stance. So, left fighting stance, left leg forward, left hand up, tight fist. Notice the hand is sideways. Right hand comes up, tucks onto the chin, and elbows are tucked down. Those elbows protect our ribs. So we have those elbows. If the elbows are up, as you can see, kicks and punches can hit you very easily, causing a lot of damage. So we have those tucked down. And reset one more time, ready? Step the left leg forward, hands up, fists, squeeze. Now if you look at my rear hand, it's actually planted just on my jawline. The first set of knuckles that I showed you just are now planted against my jawline, not my second. If you notice when I lift up my second, my elbow comes up naturally, and then I've got a big bend in my wrist. That's not what we want. So we do first set, and then that naturally tucks down. This hand is out in front, not too tight, slightly out in front, natural with the shoulders. So there is your left fighting stance. Well done. Now we're going to move on to the right. So feet neutral again, relaxed. Step forward with the right leg. Right hand comes up. It's literally just the opposite of what we just done. Left hand comes up onto the chin, back leg rotates out a little bit. And there's our right fighting stance. Good. Let's do that again. Ready? Step forward, right leg, right hand out in front, left hand onto the chin, body relaxed. Elbows tight. Good. 2 more times. Ready? Step forward, hands up, tight fist, rear hand to the chin, front arm out in front, rear leg slightly turned. Now there should be a gap between those legs. And again, ready? Left fighting stance. Sorry, right fighting stance. Right leg forward, right hand up, left hand to the chin, tight, hips twisted. Brilliant. Now, as I said, there should be a gap between those legs. If I go into my left fighting stance, there's a gap. If I go into my right fighting stance, there's a gap. If I'm too side on, that's very restrictive on a lot of the techniques you're going to learn. You're going to lose power, you're going to have big twists through your back. It's going to be difficult. So we want to make sure that there is that gap, because if I want to kick from that rear leg here, I can. If I switch it over, I can kick. If I want to punch, I can punch. If I want to use big swinging kicks, I can. It doesn't matter what technique I'm using. Even jumping kicks, jump spinning kicks, and so on, right? It doesn't matter what technique I'm using, I should be able to do it from that stance. If I want to use a straight leg kick from the back and I'm like this, you can already see I'm going to clash into my own leg as I'm trying to push through. So we have that stance. So ready? What I'm going to do is I'm going to call out left fighting stance, right fighting stance. And you must move quick, like this, watch. Say, left, right. So it's all a fast movement. All right? You're going to move into either your left fighting stance or your right fighting stance. Now, you may have heard me make a noise there. Again, that is part of the introduction. This is called breathing. When we breathe, we exhale air. We have to control our breathing through all our martial arts. Otherwise, we find that after a while, if you're like, and you're not breathing out, you're going to burn out too quickly. So it's really important that you breathe on every exercise. Anytime you do anything that requires energy, breathe out. Then take it back in through your nose. So if I switch my stance, back in. Get used to that. Make that a habit on everything that you do. So ready? We can go left or right. So we're just nice and relaxed. And when we move, we're going to jump into that position and breathe out as we get there. Ready? Left. And reset. Right. And reset. Now, what a good thing to do with this is if you've got a mirror, yeah, watch yourself. You can listen to my voice, but watch yourself in the mirror. And again, left. Reset. Right. Reset. Think about where your hands are. So the left hand goes with the left leg. The right hand goes with the right leg. Left. Reset. Right. Reset. Excellent. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to put you all in left. When you're in left, I'm going to just shout switch, 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 switch. And we're just going to jump from stance. So watch, if I'm on my left, I shout switch, switch, switch. So my feet are switching and my hands at the same time. We can do 10 switches. Ready? Left fighting stance, everybody. Switch, 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 switch. And time. Okay, brilliant. And to finish the session, we always bow. Bowing is a sign of respect. So it's a sign of respect to me, it's a sign of respect to partners, it's a sign of respect to the whole of martial arts in general, and it's a sign of respect to yourself. We always must show self-respect in everything that we do. So, we go into our ready stance that I showed you earlier. To bow, all we do is lean the hips forward, okay, bend from the hips, forward, and we say us. Again. So nice and smooth. Ready? And bow. Give yourself a massive round of applause, guys. Your introduction is complete. Well done on completing your very first session. Very proud of you guys. Keep it up.